Alright, today I'm going to show you the many cool features of Google Draw. Now I'm in Google Draw right now, but if you've forgotten how to get in there, if you don't know how to, you just go ahead and click, I'm in my Google Drive right now, drive.google.com. I go to New, More, and I go ahead and click on Drawings. So here we go. A lot of people think Google Draw is very rudimentary, but actually you can do a lot of things with it. I actually create most of my worksheets and most of the stuff that I pass out right here in Google Draw. Now, these are your main tools here, and we have our menu bars. We'll talk about some of those things today. We're not going to worry about any of this stuff here, but we're going to start right here. So this is your line tool. Now if I drop down here, I have a basic line, arrows, elbow connector, curve line, curve, polyline, and scribble. These two and these two are probably the most used here. So basically if I want to do a line, I just click on that and I can draw my line any which way. Now if I hold the shift key down, right now I'm holding the shift key down, if you notice it's making a straight line, so I can actually make nice straight, instead of trying to get it perfectly up and down, I just hold the shift key and I can actually get a nice straight line there. Once I draw my line, if you notice it's highlighted. If I click off that line and put another line here, I can always get back to that line by clicking the select button and clicking the line that I want to work with. If you notice, some new tools opened up here, and so now what I can do is I can actually change the color of my line. I can actually change the width of my line. So say I want 16 point, and I can actually change the line style here. So maybe I want dots instead, or maybe I just want it to be just a regular solid line. Okay. Other things, you have your arrow, so if you want to point at something specific, whichever way that you start and wherever you end is going to put the arrow. So in this way, I started here and went this direction. In this case, I go here and there. That's the way my arrows are going to be there. I'm going to go ahead and delete a couple of these things here. Delete, delete, whoop, and delete, and delete. Next thing we have here is the and these other lines you can play with. Polyline. Poly means many. Line means line, so many lines. The way this one works is I can actually start clicking in here and say I want to make some sort of shape. If you notice, it sticks together, and it'll keep on sticking together until I reach back to the original spot that I started. So that's where I started. I click there, and it makes a solid filled in shape. Now if you notice here, I have a little fill bucket, so I can actually change that color to whatever I want it to be. I can also change the outside line color, and that's kind of a cool little feature. And you can see that it's pink. It's not very, you can't see it very well, so I'll actually make the line size a little bit bigger there. Alrighty. You also have the scribble, and scribble is basically what it sounds like. I can go ahead and draw whatever I want to draw, and then when I'm done, I'm done. And again, I can change the colors and the lines and stuff like that. Next, over here I have shapes. Now I have my basic shapes, so basic polygon shapes here, and then here are some unique shapes. So say for example I wanted to make a heart. I can go ahead and make a heart, and it's not the color that I want it to be. It should be green, should it? Or should it be red? And we'll leave it green. Actually I'll make the line around it red, and I'll make the line a little bit thicker. Okay. Now, next thing, we also have some other shapes. We have arrows that you can use, callouts that you can use, and equation symbols. So lots of things to choose from there. You also have your text, and I can actually put this down here. This works just like Google Docs. I can say hello world, and that's the basic font there. If you notice, all my different fonts showed up here, and kind of that Google Doc type stuff. I can change it to, say I want Black Ops and I want it to be 48, and let's make it bold and let's make it yellow. Okay, and I can also rotate that font by going just like that. And what I want to do is actually want to put it right on top here. Hello world. Okay, next thing I want to do here, and this is super important here, but say I make a, say I want to put something behind this. So I'm going to take this arrow, and I'm going to do something here real quick. Alright, say I want to actually put this arrow, and I want it to go like this. Actually, let me just make a new arrow. Let's go to lines, arrows, so I want to go from here to here, and I want this line to be underneath. Let's make that line a little bit thicker. I want that line to be underneath the heart. Oops, sorry about that. And if you notice, if I click this, I can't get this this little shape behind the heart here, but you can, and here's how you do it. Super important thing you need to do. I click on the object that I want, and I can either click on that one or the heart. If I click on the heart, I want to bring it forward to be in front of that, or if I click on this one, I want to send it behind. If I go up to Arrange, Order, And I've highlighted the arrow right now, so I'm going to actually send it back, and that sends it back send backwards. It'll send it back one level. So I click on that, and it did one level, and it's not enough. So I can go up to Arrange, Order, and if I want to, I can send it all the way to the back, and that's actually what I want to do. Okay. Next thing you can do is you can actually group things together. To group things together, you can actually select them together, and I didn't want to do that. I'm going to select this. I'm going to hold the Shift key down and select on the other. I want to make this into a group so they're one object. If I go up to Arrange, Group, now when I click on this, it's just one single item that I can move around here. And then finally, say I want to put it down here, and I want to have it go behind this little pointer here. Again, what I'll have to do is I'll have to go to Arrange, Order, Send to Back. And if you notice, that is behind it now. And again, that's probably one of the most important things that you need to know here. As always, and a lot of you know this, I can always insert an image if I'd like to. You can also add stuff from here. Lastly, when you are printing that, or when you are sending this in, if I draw something on the outside, so say I have, well, let's make a arrow, and I want to put it right here. The only thing that's going to show up when you submit this is what's on your page. So this stuff right here will not show up. And that is it. What you're going to be doing today is you're going to be creating the most fantabulous drawing that you can ever have dreamed of making in Google Draw.